when you move, you're going to fucking tire him out.
We get tired.
Yeah, we talked about it on the podcast. And I told him, I was like, oh, because I used to be the type to just lay there. And as long as you couldn't choke me out or get me into armbar, then I'm like, I thought I was like really defending, right?
Right.
But if someone's fucking hitting you up and stomping you on your head, I don't think you'd be doing that.
Yeah,
right?
No. Then you got to get to moving.
Yeah, so that's what Jerry was talking about too. We went over a lot of things. Like he approaches jiu-jitsu like it has to be very, very practical. You have to like... Buddy, if you're in a street fight, just like what I said, if you're getting kneed in the face and someone's soccer kicking like your ribs, you're not going to lay there and be like, do jiu-jitsu as a sport.
Right.
Like, you have to be really practical about it. That's why he preaches that you should go with everyone, whether it's MMA fighters or someone more aggressive or bigger guys or smaller guys, and all that stuff.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm trying to work on the most because that was my whole game. Get to top side control, win the scramble, get to top side control, and I got a few subs from there. Now, years later, I've evolved it a lot more to where now I can, do all my other stuff to keep moving, at least on top. I don't like to risk losing top, so I'll keep, I'll go to north-south, start looking for a darce or an anaconda or an arm triangle or mounted triangle, but I don't like to lose top. I got to get over that fear. Sometimes I'm starting to let people just start from mount or start on my back because I need more time just practicing getting out of there and practicing breathing and not getting tired so fast. Because I do. When I start scrambling for positions, dude, I get tired, man.
Do you think it's more like when you're down there, right? What are some of your thoughts about that? Is it an ego thing? Is it because you'll get tired when you're trying to get out, what you just said, get out of that position? Is it kind of like, oh, I'm not going to let this motherfucker, is it the ego thing? Is it, what is it?
And
what do you think?
all because after this long doing it, it's kind of evolved. Initially, it was for sure an ego thing. It was like, nah, man, I can't let this dude hold me to the mat. What if my wife was watching? What if my kids were here, right? I need to know how to get out of every bad position. Then it was, well, I'm not going to let them sub me. They're going to hold me here all they want. I'm just going to breathe. I'll survive it. I'm not going to let them sub me. Then I was, again, starting to be comfortable with letting them put me in the bad positions. That way I can work my way out of them and know that I can go for a submission because I'm not worried my defense is sharp, right? So even if I don't get the sub and I end up on bottom, I'll get the sweep, I'll come back out and they won't tap me. It's evolved now to where I don't want to get injured. So now I'll let people pass my guard. I'll let people get top. It just happened last week and it irritated me. My neck's been kind of hurting. But I always smoke the guy. So I let him go. I want to practice some defense. I also don't want him to hate me and think that I'm no fun to roll with. So I let him get some good natural advances, Next thing you know, he's putting his knee on the back of my head, and really putting force on it. He'll be in top side control and doesn't know what he's supposed to do next. So he starts just jamming down my head. And I'm like, great. So now I'm just getting my head worked by this dude because all he's got is size and he's squeezing, and it's like, and so it gets me irritated. I'm like, I want to let you work, bud, but you're just sitting there squeezing.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Let's start setting something up. So I'll start trying to escape. Next thing you know, I'm spazzing out of a horribly attempt arm triangle or some sort of weird neck crank, and my neck hurts more from some blue belt I should have never let get there. But I was trying to let the kid work, And so it's a little bit of all. It's a little bit of ego sometimes when it's a like-sized dude and about the same rank as me. Who we've always been back and forth with. I just went with Gio yesterday. That's my boy, right?
That's the man right there.
We always have, yes, sir. Yeah. We always have close ass rounds, but honestly, he takes the edge on me. Always has. He's always had a little edge on me. Yesterday, I was able to hold that full down and mount for a couple minutes, make him sweat a bit, and we'll give each other shit. We're talking shit to each other and all that, but
there's no other way.
There's no ego there, right? He can smoke me some days. I'm like, whatever. Lying there in my puddle of sweat, we're just like, fuck you, and then we move to our next round. Whereas with some guys, they got such an attitude and they're naturally just putting such force on your head, and we're not boys like that. So my ego comes into it then, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna show you I'm stronger,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The interesting part is that I think in some sort of way, that's why me and Nick talked about this actually. That's why I kind of go with the same people. So there's like a whole thing to that because yes, I do want to go roll with different people, which I do from time to time. Right. But mostly you kind of roll with the same people, like you and Gio and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Number one, you don't want to get hurt, okay? Because you know how someone rolls.
Right.
Number two, you're comfortable, with them. But yeah, I just with what you just said, it's just kind of like, oh man, it's not the other side of not getting hurt to that is that I don't want the ego to like come out. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's because, yeah, I kind of feel a little bit if you're kind of like in the same rankings and then, you know, same size,
and we've
whatever.
never really rolled. I got to show you what I got.
Exactly.
Right?
And then if you feel them out a little bit
Right.
and then you're like, you're close, you're matched up very, very closely. Oh my God. Like, and then you're going at the same intensity.
Right.
You know, and I understand it's, you know, it's a sport and we're doing it to, you know, relieve some tension and doing it for other reasons. But
Right.
that's just, it's primitive.
Yeah.
It's as primitive as it could be. And it's kind of like, oh, I'm going to edge this fucker out.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Well, and it could be good sometimes. I had a round with a guy, I didn't know him, but he was a little smaller than me and he had the cauliflower ear and he looked like he was good. I could tell. I figured he was at least purple belt, maybe brown or black. I didn't know and I didn't even want to know. I didn't even ask. I just told myself maybe he's blue or purple. Who knows? We ended up going, we had a really hard round and I could tell he was good, but I felt like I was taking the edge on him. And I learned afterwards, he's like a competition 80cc gold medalist, brown belt, right? And I'm like, damn, I did good against him. Once I knew, I didn't sub him, but I did good. And once I knew that, the next couple times we went, the guy was working me over. It's like I knew too much. You know, sometimes it's almost better to not know the guy and you kind of,
Yeah, sure.
you don't put any limitations on yourself. Once you know a guy's a brown belt or a black belt, you start thinking, well, he knows I'm a
Right.
purple belt. He's going
Right.
to find something. And yeah, I'm going to fall into his trap
true.
somehow, you know?
Yeah.
So it's almost nice not to know the guy sometimes.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like when you're assuming that he's like whatever, a brown or that's the whole status thing. It's almost like, and that's with anything, right? It's not just jits. It's just kind of like, oh, that guy's already, you're settling yourself short already and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy.
100%.
You're just like, oh, I'm not that good. So it's not, you're like almost, I don't know what you call it, between guys T levels or maybe you're just your confidence in general.
Right.
It just fucking goes down and you're not at your full potential.
Right.
Instead of like you being matched up, you're like, oh, I'm going to win no matter fucking what. And that drive is like everything.
Right, right. Because when you don't know they're a black belt, you think, oh, they haven't seen my main moves. Once you know they're a brown belt or black belt, you're like, oh, they've seen everything I have. They've dealt with 100 guys just like me, I'm sure. You know?
Right, right.
All of a sudden you don't feel, you're not going for it with full confidence. And
Exactly.
you pay for that.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Yes. So how long you been doing this now?
Jiu-Jitsu, about 5 years. Martial arts overall, like 7.
7 years. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, both of us, we've been going to Syndicate for a while. And, you know, like I was talking to the other guys. Yeah, that program is, you know, insane. Again, like I had Jerry over here. And like I've gone to other jiu-jitsu gyms, you know, which I won't name. But it's just compared to the other ones, Jesus, man, it's just the repetitions that we fucking get on.
Yeah.
And I've said this before, but Jerry runs it's funny how Jerry does it because he'll say he'll joke around and be like, all right, guys, don't be sitting out or else you're like a little bitch. You know what I mean? He's kind of joking around with it.
No one's
but
going to
he's
remember your
not.
name. And now I say that shit. You know, people will be like, oh, I'm going to take a rest. I'm like, that's why no one will remember your name. You know what I mean? And it's true. Or, you know, I don't know if you've heard me. It's inappropriate, but every now and again we just yell and call him cucks. You know, he's sitting on the side watching you cuck. Come on. Because a coach is right, man. You
true.
get repetition even if you're losing, right? People think I'm only getting good reps if I'm winning, which I thought too for a while. But now I realize all those times Ryan and Val, I'd be tired. He's a black belt. He'd smoke me, but over time I'd feel him block the hips, spin a certain way. I'd feel the setup coming. I'd start to notice what he's doing. And I'd be harder to submit. You know, sometimes I'd survive a round with various people. And again, if Ryan's watching, I normally don't survive the round. The guy's an animal. He'll banana split you in like 10 seconds.
Right.
It's an embarrassing way to get tapped,
To
say the least.
Sure, yeah.
You ever been banana split, dude?
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
I hate it.
It is.
It's the worst thing.
I mean,
so it
I
made
hate
me
to
say
admit that,
I
but
will
yeah.
not invite my wife to competition because God forbid, you know?
If you get in a twister.
But that's repetition, man. You feel people working, you're tired, you can barely breathe, but you just slap hands and go, dude. And then they're going to do their thing. You're going to survive. After a minute or so, maybe you feel you got that underhook. Okay, I can get a sweep. You're back in the game, you know? And then we're laying there in our puddle of sweat when the timer goes off. But No restaurants. I've been sticking to that for almost 2 years now, except for if I'm injured. If I'm injured, you got to still have a brain, right? But no restaurants.
What's going on, guys? If you're enjoying this podcast, please don't forget to like the videos and subscribe to the channel. Only if you're getting value out of it on YouTube, and also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to leave a rating and follow. And also, I also write a blog newsletter from what I learned from my incredible guests that I have on. So sign up for the email list and get updates on the podcast.